time for another new Kansas City Spotlight.
April means it's time to get outside and start working on some of those yard projects we've been thinking about and dreaming about all winter. But before we move any dirt, we need to be smart and we need to be safe. And that's why Randy Norden has joined us today. He is with Missouri 811. And let's talk about 811. What is it about?
Good morning, Mitch. Missouri 811 is a notification center. Everybody has heard, call before you dig.
Yep.
Contact Missouri 811 before you do that excavation in Missouri. It's safe and it's the law.
Okay, so how far in advance do we need to contact you all before we start that weekend project?
You can contact us at any time, but there's something to keep in mind is that there is a 2-day working day period that the utilities will be located. So contact us on the first day. You'll have to wait a couple days and then you can excavate.
Okay, so what are some of the consequences if we don't make that call before we start digging?
There's a few consequences. One, you could be that person that knocks out the internet in the community, and you don't want to be that guy.
Definitely don't want to be that guy.
The next thing is there are utilities underground such as gas lines, electric lines that you really don't want to penetrate because that can cause harm, and public safety is our main concern. Another thing that could be a concern is if you excavate and break a utility, and especially if you excavate without a locate request from Missouri 811, you can be held liable for the cost of the repair of that utility. Some of them are very inexpensive, but some of them get into thousands of dollars. And then lastly, of course, if there is a maliciousness or a strong problem with the excavation, or negligence on it, then the Attorney General can fine the excavator up to $10,000 per day per incident.
Gotcha. So if it's a weekend project, you probably want to do that early on the week so you get those places marked.
Yes, it's a good idea. Call earlier, let the utilities get marked, and then begin excavation.
So what does a marking look like?
There's various colors. It can be paint on the ground, it can be a flag, blue water, yellow for gas, red for electric, so that's why there's different colors.
So a lot of people might be thinking, I'm only going to be planting a tree or some flowers. How deep are the utilities buried?
It's a good question, Mitch. The utilities are at various depths and we don't know how deep they are, so that is why it's a good idea to contact us first, see where they're marked, and that way you know where they're at and you can excavate safely.
Okay, so where do people go for more information if they want to plan these projects?
More information, just go to the website missouri811.org, or if you're ready to excavate, call 811.
All right, excellent. Randy, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by Missouri 811. For more information, visit missouri-811.org.